Hello, my name is Harley and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Sweet Hoodoo Tarot. I hope you are doing well. On this pick a card today, we are going to be looking at what your level up is going to look like, what messages your divine feminine wants to bring to you. Okay, we have a lot that we're going to be talking about. I have different decks that I picked cards from. So I plan to have a lot of fun with this and I think I'm going to enjoy this pick a card. It's a long time coming. I've been wanting to do it. It is sponsored by Astro Peace Candles. This is one of her new candles that she is dropping soon. They've actually had a little bit of a pushback, but you know, retrograde. But I actually got to get some of her candles and they are beautiful, these new ones. This one is the Manifest That, you know, I can't really say because YouTube's been acting funny, but y'all see it. It's really beautiful and it just smells even like better. So y'all know how I am about scents, but it is a woman-based business and we do support the divine feminine. So make sure you check that out. I will link them in the description box. Okay. So we have three piles here. We have black tourmaline, we have citrine, and we also have this river rock, which is, you know, really associated with Venus energy, Oshun energy. So we will see what comes out in each pile. I will give you some time to pick which one you want to get into, and then we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. If you want a personal reading, please check out my Etsy shop, or you can check out my website where I have a lot of information and readings that you can pick from, okay? Okay, so I am drinking water. I suggest you get you some water and drink that throughout this reading while you're listening. Why not? All right, so we have black tourmaline. Pile 1, what is your divine feminine wanting to tell you about your level up that you're about to experience? So we have Spinderella transition. Okay, I really used to I still like Spinderella. I actually liked her part of the group, that she was just kind of like more of the DJ, and I really enjoyed that part. It was really cool to see that when I was younger. So it's interesting that she's represented by transition. So I would heavily associate this pile with like Oya energy, change. So your divine feminine is telling you that your level up is going to change your life. Now, I'm also getting the message that your level up is going to take you from one place to another, meaning like for some of you, if you're someone who's more in the background, like Spinderella, right? She was more like the DJ, you're going to be more up front. But if you're someone who's maybe used to be in front and being an authority and all that, you may be getting, you know, the chance to take the back seat. And for some of you, that might be something you want. Okay, but we'll see. We have Virgo energy. Okay, so that's talking about studying. Like that's what I said, some of you are going to be able to be more of a hermit, and maybe that's something that you want. Maybe you don't want to work outside the home anymore. Maybe you don't want to have to interact with people as much. You're going to have the option to not do that. You're going to have an option to be more secluded, and maybe some of you have been wanting that. Okay, let me know if that resonates. So we have Medusa rage. So yeah, some of you have just felt like you wanted to get away, or you want to, like, there's something here about you, what you need to release. Some of you may be like single parents watching this, or you have been a student for a long time. You've just been feeling like you've been struggling or having to go out and get it. So I feel like you guys are going to be more taking a backseat, and I don't feel like this is a bad way. This feels like being more able to relax. Like maybe some of you have had to be in your masculine energy a lot, and you want to be able to relax and maybe study a certain course. You want to pour into yourself. You want to be able to, like, maybe have someone take care of the heavy lifting so you can actually go, you know, to the gym or focus on your diet. It's like you want to be able to, like, more improve yourself without having to worry about getting your bills paid. So for some of you, this could be simply becoming like a housewife, or taking less hours and letting your spouse you know, take on more of the bills or something like that. I'm getting, and this is a level up to you. Now, this may not make sense right now. So if, you know, there's two other piles, I haven't got into them, but for right now, I feel like this is for, you know, those who just feel like you need a break. Some of you would like to go to therapy. Maybe some of you will benefit from therapy because we do have rage here. Okay, so some of you may need to express some rage from feeling like you've had to be in this masculine energy. And maybe the issue is because I find that with like feminine energy, it starts to get very like feminine energy starts to get very, what do I want to say? It's like when you hold on, like it's like a grudge, but resentful when it feels like it wasn't protected. So some of you feel like you weren't protected, or you weren't provided for, and you had to do it yourself. And this tends to make feminine energy resentful. This is why you have this, I'm independent, I don't need anybody. It's not saying that, women are doing that because they resent men, but sometimes a lot of divine feminine energies get into that because they feel like, well, I had no choice and nobody was there for me, so fine, I'm going to take on that role of being that masculine for myself because no one was out there for me. So this could even come from fatherhood wounds, just partnerships that didn't go the way that, you maybe felt like they should have. So there's definitely addressing some issues around the divine feminine energy. And I also feel like this is allowing you to be more relaxed, okay? So we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah. So I will say that your level up pile 1 is associated with possibly a Virgo person, but it's associated with a masculine who's going to provide for you. So pile 1, I feel like you are in some way, shape, or form going to be connecting yourself with a literal masculine, like a husband. King of Pentacles is like the husband energy, but this was y'all probably, right? Like before you guys were the King of Pentacles. I used the Bad Bee Tarot, which has all feminine energies in it, right? But some of you are attracting your male counterpart that has just as much ambition, and their money is pretty secure as well. So they're going to be able to take care of you and provide and protect in a way that you didn't get. Okay. So we have the Star. So of those of you who are, and even if some of you have goals where you want to be more in the spotlight, like say you have artistic goals, you want to be an actress, you want to be a YouTuber, whatever. Again, this energy that's going to come in is going to be helping you support that. Okay. So it's not like they're going to want you to stay in the house and like, oh no, this person is someone who wants you to be free. Like they want you to be free from having to provide and protect for yourself so much that you're not able to focus on what you want to do in life. Okay. So yeah, the 10 of Wands, exactly. A break. Yeah, some of you may actually be preparing to have a child. So for some of you who have without having a child because you feel like you had to like protect and provide, some of you will be manifesting that reality where you're going to be working on your health. You're going to be improving yourself because you may be ready to have a child soon. Or like I said, it's a creative venture, the Ace of Wands, a business, a dream that you had. You're going to finally be able to work on it, and you're going to actually see it come to life because you have that support system where you're not doing everything. Okay. So we have the Knight of Wands. Yeah. So you are manifesting freedom. You are manifesting freedom. You are manifesting a life that you only have to really jump into this extroverted energy, this Knight of Wands energy, unless you want to. You know what I mean? Like if you want to go out and, collect a bag, if you want to go out and do that type of stuff, then, that's what you'll do with the Knight of Wands. But you're coming from a carefree perspective. This is going to be like, yeah, my husband has it, or my spouse, whatever your divine masculine is like, you don't have to worry about working. And I don't feel like this is from a place of being spoiled. You've earned this. Spirit is saying that you've done a lot of work. It's like good. And now you get to be in your feminine energy. You get to take vacations. You get to travel. You get to dress differently. Maybe some of you had to wear a uniform and now you want to wear, like, you want to change your wardrobe, whatever the case may be. Your level up is basically having a very financially secure partner that is going to help you. And like I said, if you're already married, if you're already in a relationship, then your spouse, if they're, understanding of what you need, and there's someone that you're actually supposed to be with right now, because the way that your life is headed from this divine feminine energy is headed to a place where you're going to be taking more of a backseat when it comes to the protecting and the providing. Some of you have like this Spitfire personality where you just are like that Knight of Wands. You know what I mean? You are like a fighter. You like to be out there, in the world. You like to be out there making money. But there's a difference between liking it, because I love business as well. But then there's an energy of having to do it. It's a totally different vibe. Survival versus leisure. Passion, again, passion projects, things that you've had to put on the back burner because you had to take care of bills and stuff. You're not going to have to do that anymore. Okay. So, your level up consists with more alone time, more downtime, more travel, not having to worry about it because you have someone who will take care of the bills. This may be someone famous if you're manifesting that, but I definitely will say this is somebody who's earning really good money and they're on track to earning a lot more with the Star and the King of Pentacles. Okay, their signs could be Capricorn, heavy Virgo, Taurus. We have Aquarius here and Sagittarius big time. They could also be a Leo because Leo masculines tend to be very provider oriented. Not all of them, but most Leos. And even if you say bad things about Leo, a lot of times most people say, well, he paid all the bills, but there was this, and this, you know. So that's what usually what you see with Leos, but I can't say that's for everybody. But yeah, you're gonna be able to relax your masculine power one. That's what your level up is. Okay, so very, very luxury life. It's not someone that you need to worry about them trying to hold things over your head. No, this is a balanced masculine who's coming in at this time because this is what you manifested, like our candle talked about. All right, so I hope that this helps. Let me know what you think. I'm really interested to hear from you, Pile 1. So please let me know in the comments if this resonated and if you like readings like this. And yeah, we're going to move on to Pile 2. Okay, pile 2, the citrine. Okay, so we're going to see what your divine feminine energy wants you to know about your level up that is coming in. Pile 1 was very interesting. It seemed like it flowed very well. So let's see what's going on for you, pile 2. Let's see. If you didn't check out the intro, make sure you check out the manifest candle. I think it's actually been really relevant so far in the reading, but let's see what's happening here. All right, citrine, which is actually really associated with the sacral chakra and growth. Okay, so we have Remy Ma, yes, and I look too good to be loving you, and I look too good to be stuck with you. You know, I look way too good to be loving you. I'm conceited. I got a reason. All right, sorry. That's my chick. I love Remy. Who that peeking out my window? Nobody, because I live in a pet house, baby. I'm sorry. But, all right, yeah. So some of y'all, your confidence is about to be at an all-time high for me to channel that song. If you don't like Remy, I apologize. You need to pick another pile because I'm not team anyone, but I love me some Remy, okay? I will always love Remy. I love I love mostly all the female rappers out there. There's only a couple that I kind of give the side eye to, but for the most part, you will see me at all of their concerts if they had one, okay? So, Remy Ma, confidence definitely is coming in for y'all. Look at that, the truth. Okay, so speaking your truth. Maybe some of you are rappers. Maybe some of you are going to start writing or speaking your truth, like, you know, telling people what's going on. And this also says courage. So bravery, that also comes along with confidence. So you're going to be speaking your truth in some way. And like I said, for some of you, this is in an artistic way. Okay, this is like something on YouTube, social media, rapping, music, telling somebody how you truly feel, whatever the case may be. So we have Sekhmet, absolutely. That's totally the vibes here. So y'all are stepping into some strong power, okay? This is very opposite than Pile 1. Pile 1 was stepping into their yin energy. You're stepping into a more yang vibe. It's still feminine because Sekhmet is very feminine. She's one of my favorite entities. That's why I made sure that she was included in this reading. I didn't know which one she was going to come in, but I picked a certain number of goddesses that I really connect with for this particular reading, and she obviously came out in one of the piles. So Sekhmet, if you don't know anything about her, if you ever want to like really get some stuff up off you, if you feel like you got to go in some warrior mode, just keep saying Sekhmet. Just keep channeling that energy. It's very similar to, like, you would say Ogun. Sekhmet is like that stuff when you want to burn everything down. Now that doesn't mean like that means figuratively. I don't mean literally, but if you ever need to go to war about something, channel Sekhmet's energy. Okay, people will most likely not want to mess with you after you've came through with that type of vibe. Okay, she is the person that she may not start it, but she finishes it. Okay, so giving true Leo vibes here. Capricorn energy. If you know anything about Capricorns, they will start it and finish it. So some of you guys could be Capricorns. Remy Ma is a Gemini in Western, but she's a true Taurus. Sekhmet would be associated with the fire signs, especially Leo. Okay, so I really didn't talk about signs in the first part, but for some reason I brought that up here. So let's see what I definitely say, like I said, your level up is definitely associating with power and courage, strength. You may actually be cussing people out more and not caring, and not saying like, oh, you're just being a bitch. No, I'm saying like you are standing up for yourself. Okay, this is no more people pleasing. This is placing boundaries and meaning it and not caring what people think. Speaking your truth, even though you know the whole industry may go against you. Your truth. It doesn't have to be everybody else's truth. Your truth. Okay. Look at that. The Ace of Wands. Definitely some strong masculine energy showing up here. So this is like for you guys who are maybe coming out of the more like yin energy and stepping up and stepping out. Okay. So we have the Fool. Exactly. Yeah. You're like, when people were like, do you have to get the double chocolate? Yes, I do. I like my bougie stuff. Yes, I do have to get my double frap. Are you mad? Are you like, you know what I'm saying? You're stepping out in that energy and you know, you're like, I don't need validation. I don't need confirmation. I'm doing me. It's giving, I'm coming out. Maybe some of you are coming out with something like sexual that you like. You might be bi, or you might identify some different way. Maybe that's what it is for some of you. We have the Queen of Pentacles. I told y'all I felt Capricorns up in here. I know I know when Capricorns is around, especially y'all Decembers. I feel y'all little feisty asses up in here. All right, Capricorn. Yeah, but Taurus as well, especially the early Mays. Absolutely shit. Late Aprils, don't play with them either. Don't play with them. But yeah, it's giving Taurus. Okay, it's giving Capricorn, okay, Virgo, especially August, okay, it's giving that fiery energy. So the Queen of Cups, okay, you know your worth and you're not settling. Okay, so this is this is what y'all are doing. Y'all are not changing yourselves. Y'all are just adding a different component to your energy. And how is this leveling you up? Well, it's leveling you up in business. It's leveling you up with your relationships. It's definitely helping your sex appeal. Like you are looking really, really good to people in this energy. Like not asking for anything less. Like I'm telling you, your standards are increasing. Like you may not even be eating certain things. If someone says a certain thing about a date that you're like, what? No, I'm not going on that type of date. And you're okay with it. You're being like bad and bougie, cooking up, you know what I'm saying? Like you on that bad and bougie and you're not feeling bad about it. This definitely, it's so funny because me and my friend were talking about Carisha, Young Miami before I came, like how she just is like, yeah, like this is what I want. This is what I deserve. And people are like, well, I don't like this and like this. She's like, I don't care. I'm not answering to you. It's that type of vibe. So this definitely is giving Aquarius energy. So you're just, money's about to be increasing. You're demanding more. Your manifestation is about to be at a all-time high with the Ace of Wands. So it's like you're speaking things to existence and you're so confident about it that it's becoming real, like right before your eyes. Okay. And like I said, with the two queens here, some of you may be coming out about the fact that you like only like women, that you're like, you know, lesbian, or, you know what I'm saying? You resonate more with male energy or something. Like you may be changing your pronouns so that you are, binary? You're like maybe more binary in some way. But yeah, it's like you're adding a more stable component to your personality. Like you're strengthening your boundaries, you're strengthening your confidence, you're walking in the room and meaning what you're saying, and you're not worrying about who you're offending. This is making you super attractive, like I said. And the thing that I love about this is with the Queen of Cups, people don't see this coming. It's like something like where you may have, it's like a Trojan horse energy, or like, it's almost like you lure people in with this Queen of Cups energy where they think, oh, that, you know, she's so nice and, you know, malleable. I can just walk all over her. And, you know, they may try and then you're like, nope, actually, this is how this going to go. You know, you're not leading necessarily with this strong energy, but you will show up with it when it's necessary and you have no problem exerting it. And this is in the office. This is at work. This is with your clients. So you're going to be increasing your prices. So if you offer a business, you're going to increase your prices. Some of you are starting a business and you're coming out with your prices like where some of your competitors would be. And people are like, how are you going to come in charging this out the gate? And you're like, this is what I believe I deserve because I already have the experience. I already have the work ethic. I'm the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. I already have the talent. I already have the gifts. So why should I be out here charging this and this and this when I feel like I deserve X, Y, and Z? And the universe is like agreeing with you. You are getting that abundance. You know what I'm saying? So your wardrobe may change. I do see some of you changing your wardrobe, and that's just because you always wanted to do this. But maybe in some way you were playing yourself like small, or you were like living in the background, or you always felt like you had to be super responsible because you were paying for everything. You weren't allowing yourself to be taken care of to the degree that you should have been taken care of, or like you were keeping your prices low. You were letting people lowball you. You were letting people take advantage of you in some way to where you couldn't buy the things that you wanted to buy. But now that you're being more self-oriented, more me first, and then if I have overflow, I can give. You know what I mean? You're not coming from a place of like, oh, just be this. I'll be nice to you because I'm a people pleaser. You're not doing any of that. You're not people pleasing. And people see that, people think that people pleasing is so like minute in the scale of things that affects people, but it is such a big deal. As a former people pleaser myself, even I'm struggling right now with the fact that there's a family event, and I just literally, like, normally I would break my back to make this event. You know, it's a very important thing, but I literally just can't, among all the other things that I'm doing already for people. Like, I'm beating myself about it right now, but it's like, my other siblings ain't going to this event. They don't feel that, you know what I'm saying? Not to compare myself, but it's like, why am I feeling so bad about this when I literally just can't figure it? Like, I can, but I'm not trying to like overexert myself anymore to like please people, when normally I would do that. And then normally it would most likely like not even wind up being worth in some way all that effort that I put out, because I'm just trying to like make sure I can say that I did this and this for someone. No, it really, you know what I'm saying? And not doing that is like, it's causing me anxiety, but it's also saving me money. It's saving me time. It's saving me energy. So I have to like at some point say, you know what, this anxiety that I'm feeling is not worth the overexertion to please someone, when, and be honest with you, that person may not actually do that back, you know? So that really changes a lot. It really saves you money. It really saves you energy. It really makes people respect you, because they do know that when you do things, it's a privilege. Like, you don't have to do what you're doing for them. When you people please so much, people tend to start expecting you to show up, expecting you to pay for things, expecting you to you know, accept less than what you deserve. You're not doing any of that, okay? And for those of you who are looking for marriage, this will definitely get you married. Okay, with the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, it feels like you'll be meeting someone new. Some of you are going to be moving to a new city or something like that. Okay, so yeah, that's your level up. All right, your body's going to be looking how you want it to look, because some of you may be getting some things done that you wanted to get done, but you were worried about everybody else. Or just, you know, taking care of your body, going to the gym more. You're seeing yourself as the commodity, the valuable, energetic human, you know, the valuable experience that you are, because everybody's an experience, right? But it's like you bring value to people, and you're really seeing that, and it's changing your reality. Okay, so I hope that this makes sense. I'm going to go ahead and move into pile 3, but that is how your level up is going to be coming in. All right, so make sure you guys let me know what you think about this in the comments. I'm proud of you, pile 2. All right, and I'm happy that you are taking a stand in your life. Okay, so let's see, pile 3. Let's see how your level up is going to look. Okay, what does your divine feminine have to say about your level up? This is the river rock here. This is, I think I got this myself. Yeah, I went and got this out of the river myself. Okay. So let's see what your level up is going to be like. We have I don't know who this, Bahamida. I'm saying that so wrong, and I feel so bad. Bahamida, knowledge. I do like what she stands for. The tree of knowledge, and it looks like that's a tree of knowledge. Okay, I like that. Okay, so I don't know her personally. Bahamida. I hope I'm saying her. I'm gonna have to go look that up after. I feel like she has some dope music. I just looking at her, I feel like she has some music that I need to be listening to. So I will say, even though I don't know her particularly, I know that she stands for knowledge. So I'm getting 2 messages from the divine feminine in this pile. It's either the knowledge that you've already accumulated that is going to be helping you level up. Like, you need to accept that you have a lot of knowledge, and that you need to be treated, and you need to have certain experiences because you've done the work to accumulate a lot of knowledge that most people have not. I also feel like for some of you, there's certain knowledge that's going to be coming in that's going to help you increase your circumstances. So the main way that I'm getting that this may come in is through like a mentor, somebody who kind of helps you get into places and get into things that most people may not be able to get into. It feels like some of you may be connecting with the right person, but let's see what else wants to come out. So we have 8th house, endings and beginnings. Okay, 8th house is very personal to me. My Saturn's in the 8th house. This house is about other people's money. So usually I look at this house to see what type of business people should start. But it's also about, like I said, give and take. It's about shared resources. So some of you, something about other people's money or shared resources is going to be relevant to your level up. Okay. Some of you may even be getting assistance from someone, financial assistance. You could be getting knowledge about business or occult knowledge. I want to point that out. The 8th house is also the house of magic. As you can see, ancestors are represented here. Some of you may be finding out about like money that comes from your lineage, or that you were royal at some point. Or that you're connected to somebody of, importance, nobility. All right. There may be some knowledge that comes to you that's ancestral. That's very important as well. So if you are already into the occult, like you're already a spiritual worker, which usually pile 3 is, like this is my pile. That's why I'm laughing at this 8th house, because it confirms for me that I'm in the right pile. But yeah, if you're already into the spiritual world, if you're already like an occultist, a spiritualist, whatever, you are basically ascending. So some of you may be like getting initiating or ascending in your role, like you're becoming more shamanic. All right, whether this is on the spiritual plane or in the physical world. And then we have, oh, look at her. We got our shoe. Yes, mama. And it's so funny because I chose the river rock for this pile. Yes, it goes hand in hand. Yes. Okay, Oshun energy. I love Oshun. Everybody loves Oshun. Everybody loves Oshun. Who doesn't? So your level up is going to consist with beauty, luxury. Okay. Oshun does not play. She does not come on the scene unless the circumstances are bougie, unless the money is right. So yeah, you're going to be getting better pay for something that you offer, but you may even be getting money because of your looks. Okay. Like I said, some of you, this feels like somebody who may be like paying for your time. My sex workers. Even if you ain't a sex worker, this could be you getting a sugar daddy. But I don't know. It's either way, your abundance is like, it's sweeter. Because when I see Oshun, I associate that with sweetening. And that's what this whole channel is about, sweetening up your life, which is basically, to me, becoming more alignment with the divine feminine, becoming more in alignment with attracting things to you rather than having to run out and get it. And this definitely has to do with candle magic as well. So if you have been using candles to manifest your desires, just know that this is confirmation that it's working. So whatever you've been petitioning for or working to manifest, that is a part of your level up as well. Okay. So see what your cards are saying. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Like I'm trying to tell y'all, like marriage, other people's money, resources, 10 of Pentacles. Okay. This is crazy for that to come out with Oshun. Money is coming to this pile. So your level up consists of money, but like not a little bit of money, like millionaire. Because when I see the 10 of Pentacles, I think of long-term wealth. So some of you, like I said, you may be connecting with millionaires. And the 10 of Pentacles also talks about ancestors. So I feel like some of you may need to do some digging into your ancestry and find out something about your ancestors, because I feel like there's knowledge that may be passed down, or you will find out that will help you tap into some wealth. Like maybe some of your ancestors own land and someone should owe you money for that. Like maybe you'll find out somewhere that, there's people who live on your property, or there's a company that's built on your ancestors' land and they owe you money, like reparations. Okay. There's something about your history that you need to know, because it's going to unlock wealth. Okay. We have the 9 of Swords. Okay. Interesting. We have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So I definitely see stability in your level up. So if you've been feeling unstable, like especially if you've been worried about money, that is going to change. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Things are going to start feeling more stable for you. So I feel like this pile is heavily focused on growing wealth or becoming more stable, or like trying to get to the point where you don't have to worry about money anymore. And that could even be by marrying well. So I want to point that out too, that some of you may be trying to marry well. All right. And then we have the Page of Wands. Okay. So yeah, like I said, some of you, there's a lot of different messages coming through. So let me try to get as many as I can. Like I said, money is definitely being highlighted here. Okay. Long-term wealth, long-term success. Some of you are going to be getting married. Now, I do feel that, some of you may already know the person that you're going to marry. Okay, 2 of Pentacles in reverse. This may be somebody who didn't know what they wanted before, because Oshun was one of the wives of Shango, and he actually had 2 wives particularly that didn't really care for each other, like Oya and Oshun. So I'm kind of getting that vibe here, that somebody could have had that type of dynamic, and maybe they're trying to come towards you now, like now that they have figured out that, you know, they made the wrong decision, or is trying to stay with someone else is the wrong decision. I just get a storyline for some of you out there that there's someone who wants to marry you, and this is someone you're going to build a lot of wealth with. They could already be wealthy, or when you connect with this person, you two will build wealth. That's just a storyline for some of you out there. That's not going to be for all of you, but I just have to point that out with the Nine of Swords here. Now, for the other part of it, like I said, definitely money coming in for you. For those who have been stressing about money, like if you've been worried about money, working really hard, trying to make ends meet, trying to keep everything balanced, you're not going to have to do that anymore. And the reason why is I feel like there's going to be an opportunity that comes in. This could be a new job. This definitely could be a relationship. Or like I said, your counter work. Maybe you're manifesting a opportunity for yourself that will allow you to make money to where you don't have to worry about it. The cool thing about it being the Page of Wands as well is it's something that you actually want to do. It's not something that you're just doing to keep food on the table or to maintain yourself. The Page of Wands is saying that this is something you're really excited about. So for a lot of you, this is something that very Oshun related, like modeling, acting. It could be spiritual work, right? It could be love work for people. It's something where you're not going to have to do too much like stressing about it and feeling like, oh, I hate my job. I hate what I'm doing. The Page of Wands means you're excited to do this, okay? So there's a new opportunity coming in. And like I said, this has something to do with knowledge being here. Either, like I said, you have knowledge that is helping you manifest this life. So for those of you who know you're doing spiritual work, who know you're doing counter work, who knows you're trying to manifest a certain life for yourself, vision board, stuff like that, it's working, okay? You just need to know that. But you know, it's coming in different. So others of you, I feel like, again, you could marry someone, you could wind up having a relationship with someone that it doesn't matter if they're new or old. I feel like you will benefit from being in a relationship with this person, especially because you will most likely wind up having a child with this person. So like I said, some of you are going to marry well, and then not only are you going to get married, but you're going to have a child with someone. So it's like, I hate to say this, but it's like, it's giving like it's giving like Rob in China. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, I'm hoping that y'all get married. I feel like most of y'all will get married. But it's like an energy where even though, you know, she doesn't really benefit from it, but her child is a Kardashian. It's a totally different energy. You know what I'm saying? She's associated with that family. You know, if China like played her cards right and like tried to get back in good with the family, you know, she could benefit from being in the Kardashians. I don't think Rob would ever get back with her, but I mean, he does have a child with her. He has to, in a sense, deal with her. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, for some of you, you're going to get into a family, or you're going to get into a relationship with somebody that it's very financially beneficial for you to be associated with this person. I'm not saying it's not going to be based off of love, but the Ten of Pentacles is here, and the Ten of Pentacles is not the Ten of Cups to me. And like I said, with the Page of Wands here, this is not something that you're going to hate. I think what may bother you about this is how much money, like some of you are going to feel out of your elements. Like some of you are going to feel like you don't belong. You're going to stress and be like, am I doing enough? And I think you shouldn't. With the Page of Wands here, I think that you should just be yourself and realize that this was always supposed to happen for you, that you may not see yourself as this, you know, royal or this person that, like, worthy of this money, but it's in your blood. You're actually supposed to live like this. A lot of you maybe have a really strong connection to Venus or Oshun, where you're beautiful. You know, you may already have a situation where people give you money. You may already have a business where you receive money from people. Maybe you're going through a little bit of struggle, but it could be because you don't value yourself enough. And that's been a theme in all three piles in one way, shape, or form. But this one is, like I said, not realizing that you're not out of place, actually. This wealth and stability is who you are. It's in your blood. All right. And some of you, it's an astrological thing. Like, you may be very blessed by Venus. Me personally, I have a Taurus rising. I have Venus in the second house. I have really strong, good Venus placements. I have some afflictions to my Venus, but I still have some pretty good Venus energy in my chart. So like I said, some of you, this was already ordained for you to marry into this wealth or accumulate this money through a partnership, okay? And this child obviously was meant to be born as well. And like I said, for a lot of you, I feel like it would be a son. But if you are still of that age where, you know, you might wind up like marrying and you could see yourself getting married and having a child, you know, and you're looking for someone who's stable, then that's coming in. And like I said, this opportunity or this life that's coming in for you, it is based off of your beauty or something Venetian about you, like your ability to communicate, your charisma, It may seem kind of superficial, but I feel like it's, I don't know. You wouldn't have been drawn to this pile if this is not something that you wanted. And if you want more like love stuff and stuff like that, we'll have readings on that. But this is saying the overall energy of your level up is coming in through a partnership. Okay. So yeah, this pile is going to be very successful, very rich, with the 10 of Pentacles here. And I feel like, honestly, the 9 of Swords tells me that this may even freak you out. Like, it's like interesting because some of you say you want stability, but then when it comes 9 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, like maybe some of you have a hard time with commitment, or you have a hard time like with the thought of somebody wanting to be with you for a long time. It gives you anxiety. Like, really think about it. What are you worried about? Like, morning breath, what are you worried about? You know, like those are the things, like some of you, I see these things coming up. But yeah, I hope that this makes sense. Let me know if this is you in the comments, if this resonates, and I will talk to y'all very soon. Thank you for watching.